Hello, beautiful soul. This message is kind of like a FaceTime, like a video call from your angels and your spirit guides. I'm also holding my camera like this because for some reason I just cannot find a place for it to rest. I don't feel like resting it, I feel like holding it in my hand. This is a very personal message for you. If this message is finding you, you will just know that this is for you. Your karma has been cleared. I'm also hearing like prison sentence, life sentence. But don't take it literally. It's like you're coming out of this. You have served your time. You have struggled enough. Like your penance is over. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that like a long period of time where you struggled, a long period of time where you were going through so many hardships, obstacles, troubles in your life is now over. You're coming out of this. And this message is finding you at a time where you're just coming out of this. Your life has become so, like, sure, you do have miracles and blessings, but at your core, you look at life as a prison sentence. Like, you have to go through this, you have to deal with this, like, just another problem for you to solve, just another person that you have to deal with, that you just have to tolerate, right? But life is not going to feel like a prison sentence anymore. You're coming out of this. Your karma has been cleared. I know a lot of people don't believe in past lives and everything, but there is a certain level of karma, like a time that you served on someone else's behalf. You didn't do anything wrong, but wrong things were happening to you because you were serving someone else's time. Generational trauma, I'm hearing. Generational cycle, trauma cycle, I'm hearing. This was someone else's, what's the word for it, someone else's burden that you are carrying on your shoulders, and just keep it down, will you? This burden is not for you to carry anymore, and it's okay. You're coming into awareness. Recently you have been consuming some type of content, or you have been reading some type of books that have woken you up. Like, you're waking up. You have woken up. You have been waking up for last 2 years, I want to say. Like, so many truths coming out in the light, so many things that you are just understanding, and you're having so many light bulb moments in your head that you're like, oh, I didn't used to understand this before, but now I do. Now you do understand everyday life things. Now you do understand why certain people behave the way they do. And you no longer identify yourself as a victim. Like, sure, you do have some moments here and there, but ever since this year started, like whenever you find this message, ever since this year started, you have been more self-aware, and you look at things from a third perspective. You now understand that life is meant to be an experience and not a prison sentence. It's not a long period of time where you are supposed to struggle. And just because your parents lived like this, just because everyone around you when you were a kid lived like that life is hard, money doesn't grow on trees, etc., you kind of absorbed those beliefs. But now you're growing up, and as you have grown up, it has nothing to do with age. Age is just a number, by the way, and now you're understanding that. But like first 10, 20, even if you are in your late 20s or early 20s, you felt like a toddler, because your early childhood and your teenage was like, it just went, because you were just trying to survive. You have come out of a survival mode for some time now, but now your karma has actually cleared. Like, you are spiritually cleansed right now, and you have experienced some sort of spiritual awakenings here and there in last 5 years, I want to say. You have been getting more and more in touch with spirituality and all this stuff, more and more in connection with, I want to say, I don't know why I was like hunching over, more and more in connection with yourself, your higher self, your inner child, and more in connection with your angels and your spirit guides. Like you have a cosmic sort of communication going on. And when I was not planning on filming this message at all, but on autopilot, I just opened my wardrobe, I took out my camera, I took out my mic, and I just sat down and I'm holding this camera in my hand. And I was like, I have to say something. I have something to say. I don't know what. And the first statement that I heard in my mind was from your angels and spirit guides, and it was, your karma has been cleared. If you're finding this message, solid green and pink could be really significant. This wall was just painted today, this very blush pink color that you can see. Some accessory getting broken is really significant. What is the time? 4. It's 4 p.m. and it's 6 minutes in. I thought I saw 4. But like I also I'm also seeing 444 a lot. That could be really significant as well. And feeling exhausted, feeling guilty, people pleasing is really significant. Falling back into old patterns is really significant. If you're feeling like this, like you're coming back to the old ways and getting into old patterns, you're not. You're not. You are a changed person. Like you have become so awakened and you know this. So don't be hard on yourself. Even if you're facing the same things as you were 2 years ago, but you're handling it in a completely different way. You have become so mature. You have always been mature. So I don't want to say that. But you have become more loving towards yourself. That's different. That was not the case like 5 years ago. You are falling more and more deeply in love with yourself, which is so beautiful. That's a journey of a lifetime. And now your karma has been cleared. If you take anything out of this message, take that. Your karma has been cleared now. You don't have to pay anymore. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have to serve time anymore. You're out of the prison. Please take your mind out of the prison as well, because your soul is out of it. Your soul is out of the prison. Take your mind out of the prison as well. Make a conscious decision right now, today, with me, that your karma has been cleared and your mind, your body, your soul is out of the prison. You don't have to live like this anymore. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't switch on the fan even. I'm like heating up. I'm heating up and I'm so thirsty. That's just what I was here to say. And that's it. I I really want to thank you for staying until the end, because you did good. You're doing so well. Yes, you are. You're doing so well, and I'm so proud of you for surviving this life. Because it was hard. It was hard. There was so many things happening, and you were always there on your side. You were always there. I'm so proud of you for that. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in my next message very, very soon.